Alright guys, what's going on? Welcome in. So there was recently an article that was released regarding Jets' third-year pass rusher Jermaine Johnson, obviously former first-round pick here, which the Jets actually traded up for back in that draft. But the article really focused around Johnson going into this upcoming season, and he sat down with somebody, had a couple of awesome quotes, a couple of eye-catching quotes to say the least. So the first thing he said was that he's just really trying to be an apex predator, do power at an extremely high level, finesse at an extremely high level, and really put offensive tackles in a bind. Just all around dominating. Everything is where my head is. Here's another one, my ceiling. I just keep raising it. I don't think I'll ever reach it because when I reach my goals, I just keep aiming higher and higher and higher. I was taught to go until the wheels fall off and make the most out of God's gifts. That's my goal. First of all, you love the mindset of that. You don't really foresee, somebody saying those types of things as somebody who's going to pack it in, somebody who's going to point the finger, somebody who's, going to half-ass effort on the field. So based off of those comments alone, like you're just getting a really good sense of motivation, a self-motivated individual, which is frankly awesome at the defensive end position where you're tasked with so much, right? Beating tackles, stopping the run, getting in the backfield, blowing up plays, sacking the quarterback. If you can't sack the quarterback, can you get him off rhythm? Can you make him feel uncomfortable? So many different things, right? We look at the jump that he had from year 1 to year 2. It was frankly awesome. It was huge, right? He obviously played in more games. First year, he played in 14. Second year, he started in 17. He had more tackles in 2023, more sacks in 2023 at 7.5, more tackles for loss, 11 to 3, more quarterback hits, 16 to 5. He actually had an interception as well and a defensive touchdown. So it was, whenever you're in a position like that, whether you're talking offense, defense, what have you, if you have a player that's literally beating every single statistic, tackles, sacks, interceptions, game starts, all these different things, you're trending in the right direction. Then you throw on top of it that you're talking about a guy going into year 3. We're not going into year 7, year 8, right? He's still so young, still so early in his career. Then you factor in he was a first-round pick. What did he do at Florida State? He looked awesome. So this is somebody who physically, in my opinion, has all the tools. He's shown an ability to rush the passer at a high level. Somebody who hasn't really reached his full ceiling as of right now. I think something else to make a note of is the fact that the Jets they absolutely love Jermaine Johnson, right? If we think back to when Johnson was initially drafted, and keep in mind it was the Garrett Wilson class, the Breece Hall class, the Sauce Gardner class, right, where Garrett Wilson and Sauce were the 2 top 10 picks. The Jets end up trading back into round 1 for Jermaine, and we end up snagging Breece in round 2. But if we think back to that press conference, right, where Joe Douglas literally said that Jermaine Johnson was ranked within his top 8 prospects. So incredible value, especially too at the time we needed pass rushing help, trying to not necessarily fully transition from a 3-4 to a 4-3 because that change was already implanted. But we were adding a guy with, again, a tremendous upside, somebody who's going to come in and fit that system, help this defense get to where it needs to be. So, you're looking at Jermaine coming out of school. He was a position of need, handpicked by the defense. He was such a highly regarded player in the eyes of Joe Douglas, and you're getting a again, in the eyes of JD here, he's getting a top 8 player at what, 24, 25, 26, wherever Johnson was drafted here. So as far as what we can expect in 2024 with Jermaine Johnson, I am extremely excited. I really feel as though these numbers are going to continue to go up. It would not surprise me in the slightest if Jermaine Johnson has 10 sacks this season. I think right now, if you're looking at the edge position, defensive end, we're in a bit of a different position than we were a year ago, right? Where we had Bryce Huff, we had JFM as a versatile guy who can kick outside and inside. The player that we acquired to replace Bryce Huff here in Hassan Reddick has not signed an extension yet. He has not had a single Jets practice. So there's going to be a lot of responsibility on Jermaine Johnson's plate. of course, with Will McDonald as well. You know, I'm expecting a solid year two jump from him as well. But is it fair to ask or expect Jermaine Johnson to become the team's leading sack artist, right? The team's standout defensive end. I think that's fully in the realm of possibilities. I definitely could see something like that happening for this upcoming season. So anyway, let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Are you expecting Jermaine to take a jump? Are you expecting him to take a step back, and why? Or should we really expect something similar to what we saw a year ago, which is right around that, 7.5 sack mark? And look, if he goes out there and just duplicates last season, 50 plus tackles, again, 7.5 sacks, 16 quarterback hits, that's still going to be a solid year, a nice productive season for sure. So anyway, thanks so much, and as always, go Jets.